Hey everyone, this is First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich. Are you ready for a soggy Friday and a soggy start to the weekend with better weather by Sunday? Probably doesn't matter. Now, a lot of folks look at their radar on their app, on their phone, and they say, hey Brad, it looks like we're going to miss out on most of the rain. That's not exactly what's going on. Remember, it rained all last night, and while you slept, we got about a half to 3/4 of an inch of rain. So starting this morning, we're starting with about 6/10 of an inch in Charlotte. Some locations picked up over an inch, and that was just with light rain overnight. Today, we've got more rain on the way, and it's kind of an interesting setup. You can't always look at the radar and see that, oh, there's no rain to our south. What we're seeing, and I'm going to zoom in closer, and I want you to focus on this area across the upstate of South Carolina and right across the Charlotte area. I'm going to loop this a couple times. Notice the showers that continue to develop right over us. This is something we call uplift. There is a cool pool of air at the surface, and we've got moist air coming in from the coast. So the showers are literally forming right over our region. So when you look at the radar and you say, ooh, it looks like there's no rain to our south, or it's going to miss us to the east, that's not the case. You have to look at what's going on in the upper levels of the atmosphere. So here's a water vapor loop, and you can see our upper low here. You see this big plume of moisture which is streaming in from the south and east? That is what's going to supply us more moisture today, especially from the North Carolina line north. Now, down in South Carolina, I think, especially towards the Midlands, I think we're going to see less rain this afternoon and tomorrow, but we're still going to see drizzle and mist. Here's another great example of what's going on. You can see at the surface, we've got northeasterly winds. So this is down at the ground, a northeast wind. This is our typical wedge setup. But watch what happens when you look at the winds up at about 5,000 feet or about 1,500 meters. The winds are coming out of the southeast. You see the difference there? That overrunning is creating lift, and which is producing a lot of rain across the area. So let's go back to the radar here in satellite, and I'll show you what's going to happen this afternoon. Our upper low is sitting over the Atlanta region. There's a lot of moisture offshore, which extends all the way down east of Florida and obviously all the way into the Bahamas. So throughout the afternoon, we're going to see this persistent southeast flow at about 5,000 feet run over that cool air, which is down at the ground. Remember, that cool air down at the ground is coming from this direction, and that's going to create a lot of rain in this area. The heaviest rain is going to be up here in the mountains and foothills, where we're starting to see it line up in the upstate of South Carolina through northern Cleveland County. So this area, the flood threat is there. Now across Charlotte, you're saying, Brad, there's no rain there right now. But guess what? It actually is raining right now at the airport. There is some light rain and drizzle mixing in. So we'll get into these lulls from time to time, but throughout the afternoon, I expect the rain to pick up. The other thing we got to watch is what happens with this big cluster of rain near the coast. There's a possibility that this could rotate back to the west, but I don't think it's going to hit us in Charlotte. It's probably going to move up more into the Virginias. But even though the radar looks the way it does right now, we are still going to see light rain throughout the afternoon and into the evening hours. It's not going to be a heavy rain. We're probably going to make up for the lack of heavy rain with persistent rainfall over the next 60 hours. This is a 60-hour rainfall forecast, and if you look closely, you can see right around Charlotte. This is on top of the rain we already got. 1.5 inches of rain. Over the next couple days, that's a good thing. The heaviest rain right here banked up against the mountains, where we could see an additional 1 to 2 inches of rain. So that's a quick look at what's going on with the rain today through tomorrow. The good news is I don't think we'll see tremendous downpours the whole time. It's more going to be mist and drizzle, cloudy, dreary, raw, cool weather for the next 48 hours. So if you can deal with that, you can do stuff outside. If you can't deal with that, then change your plans going into the weekend. For the Panthers game, though, better weather. It'll be cloudy and cool, but the rain chances go down to about 30%. It's my day off today, but I'll keep things up to date online at on my Facebook and Twitter feed, WX Brad or Brad Panovich Meteorologist on Facebook. And you can always get updates 24 hours a day at WCNC.com. Have a great day and stay dry.